Welcome back to Master Your Ash. We're here at PCA 2022 and I am joined by Stefan Lampert. How are you, sir?
Thank you. Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing a lot better now that you handed me this cigar.
Yeah.
And this is a cigar that Vlad has actually handed me before and I've smoked and thoroughly enjoyed. So talk to me about this particular cigar for the audience, because
Sure.
I haven't had a chance to review it for the channel personally.
Okay, so no problem. So this cigar is made in Nicaragua. Has a Habano 2000 Ecuadorian wrapper. The binder is from Nicaragua, filler Nicaragua and Peru. So that makes it so special. Especially the Peruvian Pelidoro gives the cigar a very floral note, I would say. The strength, and you still get the flavors. So we produce this cigar in Toro, Short Robusto, and Robusto. So 3 sizes. That's like our core line made in Nicaragua.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I mean, I've noticed that the booth is looking pretty barren. It seems as though, because I saw day one, it was busy.
Yeah.
You know, your guys' booth day one was busy. Sunday, I didn't get a chance to really pay too much attention, but I heard it was a madhouse. So how have things been just overall with the reception that you've had here in Las Vegas, PCA 2022?
So we were crazy busy, crazy busy. So as you can see, that's left. So we are sold out, but was a big success. Yeah, it was great. Got new clients, new accounts, met great people. Yeah, and as I said, this is left. That's it.
I heard that you also have a pretty tasty rum, a 7-year and a 12-year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yes. So we produce our rum in Panama.
Okay.
It goes very well with the Edición Azul. So we paired our rum with the cigar. So the cigar was first and then the rum came. Because I was thinking, okay, so I have a cigar now, I want to get a good drink. So what would fit perfectly to cigar? It's rum. So yeah, so we made a rum, 12-year-old old, made in Panama.
That's exactly what this channel is all about. It's all about pairing spirits and cigars. And
so we produce our cigars in Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, and the rum from Panama. So we cover 4 countries, let's say Central America. So we get diversity.
I have one last question for you, and it's a question that I've been asking everybody. Matt Booth so far had the most colorful answers, how I'll describe it. But if you had to fight 100 pigeon-sized tigers or 1 tiger-sized pigeon, which one would you choose to fight?
That's a good question, tough one. I would probably go with the only one.
The pigeon, just the tiger-sized pigeon.
Tiger-sized pigeon, yes.
Okay.
Because you only have to win once.
That's right.
Yeah.
And would you be smoking a cigar when you fight it?
Oh, always. Okay. Always.
Well, thank you so much, Stefan. I look forward to the further continued success, and there's a reason why you're so busy and sold out, my friend.
Thank you, and thank you for the support. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Check out Lampert. Got a lot of cool shit coming up. Welcome back to Master Your Ash. I'm sitting here with 3 gentlemen that I think only 2 need an introduction. So I'll start with Mr. Casdagli and Mr. Lampert. I had the Lampert interview going in my head.
It's been a long day. So yes, Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy Casdagli. So we've been having a very good day actually with our new stuff, the Xikar 3311. This is a new, what we're launching here today.
Yep.
And this is all based around my grandfather's story as a prisoner of war. And it's very restricted, or not so many boxes around.
Allocated. We say allocated in the industry.
Misallocated.
The liquor one.
We have made 4 of these lovely cigars, of which 4 Vitolas, 1,000 of each, only for America this year.
Wow.
Because they're all made the previous year, so restricted to what those guys can do at the factory. So it's kind of fun story. Some might have heard about it. It's all about to honor my grandfather, who was MI9, which means a gentleman spy, as a prisoner of war for 4 years in Germany.
A secret agent.
Well, we like to call that. Let's call it an international troubleshooter. He couldn't go to the exotic places. He's stuck in a German castle. But he's very famous for this. Actually, he did this beautiful little embroidery when he was first captured. December 1941, he did it. 100,000 stitches, and you see some patterns here which you're not really able to show in Germany anymore because you've got a swastika, you've got an Italian eagle, you've got a Russian there, hammer and sickle, and you've got a British lion. And in this wonderful thing you did, you had some hidden Morse code. So in the middle he had written the Germans hidden in plain sight. He had in his walls and his cells for 4 years. And the Germans loved it because it was very decorative.
Right.
But in there was God Save the King, God Save the King, and the Morse code around the outside says fuck Hitler, fuck Hitler, fuck Hitler. So it's a man that stitched up Hitler. So to honour that, we created the line of cigars for him. The Cipher 3311. Well, let's show you one of these beauties, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to see it.
Watch out while I rip this right out. Okay, so on the front here we have, they all come in coffin boxes. You see the Morse code, God Save the King, and around the back is fuck Hitler. Yeah, it's really...
the 3 witches patch on the back.
Yes, the 3 pictures. Yeah, there's actually, I'll show you the box and I'll show lots of different things which we're doing.
Perfect.
Now. But look at that beauty. And yes, it's been slightly embezzled and embalmed by the Las Vegas dryness.
Yes.
So aside from that, you have this is the band which is modelled around. This embroidery he did when he was a prisoner of war. This is the actual one he did in 1943. So we replicated it here. And if you want to read more about what he did and his heroism, which is very, you know, quite powerful, look online on our, go to our website, what have you. What we did though is that each cigar which is sold, we donate €1 to the Red Cross.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a very beautiful thing. And I'll show you how the box looks. You know I love Lanceros. I'm smoking one of Bobby's Lanceros here.
Uncle Bob.
I know you got one of my Lanceros
Uncle
already.
Bob.
Bobby.
That is a beautiful presentation right there.
And you'll notice 2021 as the ash drops down the back of my shoe. And that's of course the Euro production. And a beautiful insert, and this all is one beautiful quote at the top. The Red Cross saved my life, my embroidery saved my sanity. So the Estonian Red Cross, as we're based in Estonia, were very moved when I asked them, could you allow me, as a tobacco company, to actually give you donations? And they said yes, and you can put in your marketing literature as well. So actually they're kind of interesting because they're obviously very tough stories at the moment, what's going on in Ukraine. And when I met them, they said, I bet you guys sit around your cigar lounges talking about military history, maybe what the Red Cross does. I said, exactly. And they said, we're really pleased to be associated with this product because of your grandfather's story. Lots of hidden signs here before we finish. So you see at the back, 3 witches. That's the emblem embroidered on the for MI9 officers when they moved into Holland in Operation Market Garden. And I'm sure the Americans audience knows about that.
Probably not.
Just because of Robert you didn't see Robert Redford paddling across the river?
I saw him in the natural when he hit the home run, but you know.
Never seen A Bridge Too Far?
No, I have not.
Oh, you must see it. It's
okay.
A great American and a British and a Polish story. Not so good for the Germans.
That's okay, I'm Polish and Italian.
Oh, very good. Italian. I got a joke about that. That's not fair.
I have a joke about it too.
Okay.
Do you want to tell it on camera?
You don't want me to tell you your joke.
Okay, well, when I'm done, I'll tell you mine, you tell me yours.
Do you want to dare me?
No, I mean, with what Matt Booth said yesterday, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but...
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
It's worse than anything Matt Booth could say. So, because we have 8 coffins there, we have 8 poppies. And if you're a Chinese client,
yes,
you might spot the hidden number 8 in the stores. We must be lucky, lucky box. So we had some Chinese wonderful chaps from Hong Kong came to see me today, and they showed them that, and their eyes went, ooh. And so this is these little hidden messages. So it's a wonderful brand. I know you guys know a lot about my cigars, but this is the one I wanted to talk to you about today. And thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Appreciate it, my friend.
Thanks. And contact my wonderful Serbian friend here, Vlada, who's on the thing, if you want to. Okay.
This is what hard work looks like.
Vlad, do you have anything that you want to say to the audience?
No, so I don't think you really talked about the blend itself. We don't disclose it.
We can't. It's an enigma.
Ask the question. Which question?
Yeah, the blend itself is a little bit of a mystery, so it's in the consumers to decode what it is. A portion of it is disclosed in one of them, the 2 sizes here. So the Enigma and the Lorenz, which are named after German coding machines, right? So Enigma after the Navy and Laurent, or sorry, yeah, vice versa. Laurent's after the Navy, right? Am I right?
Well, actually, it was used by the Navy. It was even more complex than Enigma. Even the Army used it. The main thing is that the British, with a Polish help, decoded it.
Right. See?
Yeah.
The Colossus.
Precision helped out right
the
there.
Colossus was the computer that Alan Turing made, and it was actually at Bletchley Park to actually crack the code on the Enigma and the Lorenz.
And it also helps that our logo contains the Colossus of Rhodes, one of the 7 wonders of the
You see, you know I'm not a big wide gauge guy, but this is 60 by 6, and it does work beautifully with this. But of course the Colossus had big rollers in it. They wanted to do that. And of course the needle, because my grandfather needled the Germans, is a nice, long, thin, like a box press Churchill, I like to call
Oh wow, look at that.
It's a 48 by 8, and rather beautiful.
That is very beautiful. It has that wafer box press to it almost.
Yeah,
That's
well,
just
because they tread on it very heavily. But actually what they do, 15 minutes each side, now they're pressing down. So that means that each side gets 2 presses in finish.
right.
So they do 1 and 1, they get 1, 2, 3, 4, pressing it down.
This is fantastic, and thank you so much, Vlad, for actually making an appearance on the channel. This is something that has been 8 months to almost a year in the making.
It's okay. I know we live far from each other, and I very rarely visit Vegas. No, it's funny because, again, I'm at the same lounge where we do most of those shoots.
Yes.
And I live in town, and we see each other probably, what, 5 to 10 times a month?
Yeah, in passing.
Yeah.
There were a couple of months where you were out of the country legitimately, so, you know, like, we won't hold that against you, because you were making all of these wonderful, you know,
I do have that
things happen.
Project. Yeah, I do have a little project happening from our good friends down in Honduras, and I got impressed by having a chance to try Honduran broadleaf. That's all I'm going to say until hopefully January when we're all ready to go.
Well, you heard it here first. Casdagli, Honduran broadleaf. Welcome back to Master Your Ash. We are here with Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob.
And Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes to talk to the audience here.
I like it. It's okay. It's good.
This is your first PCA trade show.
This is my first PCA trade show. Yes.
Okay.
Because normally I'm a box manufacturer. Yeah.
Right.
So normally I'm on that side, talking with clients what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is my first show to sit on this side and talk to the retailers and everything, and it's something different. So, but it's fun. It's fun. We have a good group here.
Yes, you do.
With Jeremy and Vlad and Stefan.
Vlad is questionable, but everybody else is really good.
Vlad is okay. The only thing is he runs very hard. He walks like, and we're both at the end, like 2 older men. So we are accumulated more than 100 years. Come on.
Right. What got you into box manufacturing?
In '92, I went looking for a job, and I go into an office, and there were 20 people sitting there applying for the same job, and I said, this is not going to work. But I made a curriculum very creative, because I'm creative with colors and everything. And then the general manager comes out, and he says, who made this? I said, it was me. Well, the rest can go. And that was in the box factory Pickers in Holland.
Right.
After 6 years working there, we set up a factory in Dominican Republic. That's when in '98 I went to Dominican Republic, so it was 24 years ago. Managed that, became part owner, and then in June 26, I think it was, 25, 26, it burned down. Changed my life a little bit, yeah, but you continue. Then I went 2 years working for Xhaxhi Cigars in Tabacalera Garcia. He wanted to remodel his box factory. So I did that, but always I wanted to start a new box factory. So I started a new factory in Santiago. It was called Zanwil. And after a few years, I got a few partners in. And everything was running fine. And then I went to the Dortmund show in 2017. And I went visiting a good friend of mine. And he said, Bob, how are the boxes going? He said, well, I like it, but it's not, I need something else, maybe. And he said, I have a project for you. I'm doing a mine in Albania, and I need somebody there to set it up for 2 years.
Okay.
I said, you know what? Let me go. So I packed everything, Went to Albania. I had my house here in Santiago because every time I flew up and down. So I went to Albania, and the first day I come into the mine, the guy says to me, I said, my name is Bob. And they respond to me, Bobi, Xhaxhi Bobi. And Xhaxhi means uncle in Albanian language.
Right.
That's where the name comes from.
Yes.
Yeah? So after 2 years, I come back to the Dominican, set up another factory with the guys from Artista box factory on the side, yeah, because I'm a passive shareholder, to say it like that.
Right, right.
I get involved, but just to support. And I went to Henrik Jr., never did anything with cigars. I said, Henrik, I have something on my bucket list. I want to make a cigar and make it commercial and sell it, even if it's only one. So I went to Henrik and we made the little black one and the red one. Right away it was a good hit for me to smoke. It was like 50 or 100 cigars that he made for me, of each, in bundles of 20, for me to smoke. But I went to the Tabacaria in Santiago, cigar store, and I said to the guy, buy me these 2 bundles. Okay, no problem. I got out 2, I said, sell it to me 2. So he sold me 2 cigars, one of each. I said, okay, bucket list done.
Right.
Yeah, if you think about it, try to do it.
You got to just go directly, just pass all of the layers usually, right?
But then I had the cigars and people start smoking it. I said, oh, it's good stuff. It's good cigar, the little ones. And then 2 stores from the United States, they wanted like a few hundred cigars. So I shipped them out with UPS to the United States. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you get very emotional. Yeah?
Yes.
It's like you start something and maybe it becomes something bigger. And then one time I got an email from Small Batch, and I was like, now I have to register my brand.
Yeah, now we have to pay.
Now I have to do a trademark.
Yes.
Yeah? So I did it right away. And from there on we made also the Robusto, the black one, and the Red Licenciado. Yeah. And it works. And then I was thinking, but if it's so easy, I was thinking,
right,
let me go to some other factories.
Okay.
So I went to 3 other factories. I made the yellow one, which is made by Juan Rodriguez, Juancito. And then I went to Junior Torres, which is the gray one. He had an experience in General Cigars, Davidoff and Quesada. And after that I said, I need also box pressed. Yeah? And I had the, and that's...
This is a very, very cute box, by the way.
Yes. So the cigars indirectly, they're standing up. So finally somebody's using the cellophane in the back.
Right.
To get it out, you just pull it out, whoop. So it's a nice design. And
it makes so much sense.
It makes some sense. But it's a nice flat lid, flat box press, made by El Artista. I like it also to work with different blenders and factories because everybody has his own sausage and touch and everything in it.
I agree.
And 2021 also the Halloween cigar came out.
Smoked that.
And
enjoyed it.
It's a good stick also by my friend from Holland, Maurice Cox, Inter Cigar. And after that, things keep on running, and I'm here now. Yeah.
Okay.
So and you come out with the same thing. What Jeremy was smoking. It's something I'm working on the Lancero. Yeah. And maybe I'm gonna do 2 or 3 Taurus also next year, but I have to work on that.
Where is the Lancero being produced?
Also, each
gray
color comes from the factory where it's made. So
gotcha.
This is by Junior Torres. Yeah?
Awesome.
So we'll see where it goes to. And if it only takes me 3 years, I had 3 years of fun. That's
Absolutely.
what I always say.
And you got to live the dream of going from somebody who sits on one side of the table to the other side, right?
And it's totally different.
Well, I mean, this is an awesome story. I have one last question for you before we sign off, though. A 100 pigeon-sized tigers or 1 tiger-sized pigeon, which one would you fight?
I would take the pigeon to eat.
Ah, see? So you're thinking that you're going to get tired after a while with all those damn pigeons. Or are you thinking about you're thinking about the tiger-sized pigeon, the big guy. Okay.
The big one. More meat for 1 meal.
Hey, There you go. Well, thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes and talking about this wonderful brand.
And talk about the brand. And let's keep on smoking.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
I have a feeling that you'll see this on the channel very soon.
Ciao.
Ciao.